Wild Arms 4, released for the PlayStation 2 in 2006, was a game that tried to innovate with a unique battle system and platform-based level design, but ultimately fell flat in far too many ways. I played this on the PlayStation 2 and finished in 26 hours. Wild Arms 4 has some truly great dungeon designs and puzzles. Unlike many RPGs that settle for basic key fetching mechanics, this game incorporates solid platforming elements that make exploration fun and engaging. Jumping between platforms, avoiding obstacles, and solving puzzles keeps the gameplay fresh, at least outside of combat. Another highlight is the innovation of the Hex battle system, which introduces a grid-based layout to RPG combat. It's an interesting idea that in theory could add depth and strategy to battles. Unfortunately, in practice, the combat is an absolute mess. One of the major flaws of the Hex system is that you're placed randomly on the grid at the start of every battle. That alone might not sound terrible, but because positioning is everything, this randomness can decide the outcome of a fight before you even press a button. And if that wasn't frustrating enough, the game is ridiculously RNG heavy. Enemies will often attack before you even get a turn, and because health is reset after every battle, their damage output is insane. More often than not, characters are wiped out before you can react, which makes fights feel unfair rather than challenging. It's one thing to have a tough game, but it's another to feel like the game is actively cheating you out of success. Then there's the story, which is bad. Characters are forgettable, the plot is uninspired, and the dialogue feels lifeless. It lacks the charm and intrigue of other RPGs of the time, leaving you with a generic and underwhelming experience. Graphically, Wild Arms 4 is subpar even by PS2 standards. Environments look bland, character models are stiff, and the animations lack polish. It's not the worst looking PS2 game, but it definitely doesn't stand out. Lastly, we have the soundtrack. Wild Arms has always been known for having a few decent Western-inspired tracks, but here it's just weak. Nothing memorable, nothing that enhances the experience, just completely forgettable background noise. Despite strong dungeon design and a promising combat concept, the execution is just too flawed. Unfair battles, terrible RNG, bad story, lackluster graphics, and a weak soundtrack make this one of the most disappointing entries in the series. If you're an absolute diehard fan of the series or RPGs in general, you might find something to enjoy, but for most RPG fans, this one's a hard pass. I'm giving Wild Arms 4 for the PlayStation 2 a 4 out of 10.
I want to measure up to all those who came before us and make them proud. Think I can do it?